the morning or after school. That's when you like to do stuff that annoys me.
Like
and then
what?
I get annoyed.
The fear of failing as a mum. What's
Exactly.
wrong with my style?
You live in high boots and stuff like that.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
Nevaeh, I can switch it up. Hi, Nevaeh.
Hi, Mum.
Do you want to go first or should I?
I'll go first.
Okay.
What do you imagine my life will be like in 10 years?
Oh, in 10 years, I imagine, of course, you're going to be grown. You're going to be, 23? So I imagine you do all the things that we spoke about, traveling with your friends, living your best life and doing the things that you love and the things that I never got to do that I really want you to do. I can imagine you doing that and fulfilling your dreams. What do you think you'll be doing in 10 years' time?
Yeah, I think I'll be like traveling and all that stuff. Because I'm bored now.
What do you mean you're bored now? You're only 13.
Yeah, it's boring.
What do you expect to be doing at 13? That's not boring.
Just more
Like
things
what?
for my age.
Like,
I can't explain
because
it.
I can't imagine what was I doing at 13? Was in school, of course, and we'd play outside, knock down ginger, the usual stuff that kids get up to. That was fun. I would run from grandma. She'd leave me. She'd tell me to stay home and clean. The minute she leaves home, I'd run out and go play with my friends, get in trouble, do it again. But yeah, what do you want to be doing at 13 apart from playing outside with your friends and going to the shopping mall?
I don't know. It's just where we live now is like boring. There's not really lots to do.
So you still hold on to the fact that we left London and moved to Peterborough?
It's so boring there. Nothing to do.
Yeah,
like London, you can do more.
In London?
Yeah.
Like?
There's more places.
Mm-hmm.
There's more parks and stuff. And there's usually more events going on as well.
So would you say that you still don't really like Peterborough?
I mean, the area, yeah. My friends, no. Wait. I like my friends, not the area.
So if you had a chance to go back to London, would you want us to move back to London?
Yeah.
But do you understand why we moved out of London to move to... Okay.
Choose a card.
I'm going to go for...
Why are you smiling?
I haven't even read the question yet. What's a fear you've never told me about?
Yeah, I think I've told you all my fears. Like, the silly ones, like spiders and stuff, that's different. But like actual fears,
What about when you think about life or you think about growing up, you think about your childhood, is there nothing there? Like, do you have any fears that you haven't maybe mentioned?
Not really. I think I've told you them all.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I have a fear. I haven't spoken to you guys about it, but I've spoken to like my friends and stuff, and it's the fear of failing as a mum and failing you guys. That's always been a big fear of mine. So although I know I do my best, I would like to think that my best is enough.
It doesn't really have to be a fear. I think you do enough for me and Jordan and stuff. Like, I don't think there's anything wrong with the way you parent. So I don't think it needs to be a fear.
It's not just about the parenting. It's also about, I can't be here forever because we all know one thing that's promised to all of us is death, right? I hope and I pray that the work that I'm putting in and with the help of God that you guys will be fine and the world won't chew you guys up and spit you out. But I do believe that you guys are strong, you're very resilient, and you're a smart girl, you're very intelligent. So I don't fear you per se, it's the people and the world. Does that make sense?
Yeah. What part of yourself do you see in me?
Oh God, you're so sassy and it annoys me.
No, I'm not.
You are sassy.
I'm not.
When grandma used to tell me that I was sassy, I didn't believe her. She used to say, don't worry, one day you're going to have a daughter and you'll see.
I think you think I'm sassy because it's always in the morning.
No, never.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
In the morning or after school. That's when you like to do stuff that annoys me.
Like
and then
what?
I get annoyed.
Nevaeh, it could be any time of the day. I'll be like, Nevaeh, just calling you. Yes, mama.
But because...
For example, I'm going to give you the example. I was coming here today and we saw that person that we saw and I said, oh, that's so-and-so's dad. And he's like, who? I said, so-and-so. And he goes, oh, okay. I said, well, damn.
What do you
I'm
want
just
me to
trying to make
say? I don't know
conversation
who that
here.
is, though. I don't know who that is.
I don't know if it's the teenage years, the hormones or anything, but you're very sassy.
I just don't know how to reply to that. How do you reply to, oh, that's so-and-so's dad? What do you say? You just say, okay. And
You keep it flowing, like, oh, okay, that's their dad. I didn't know that. Just keep the conversation going. Like, I'm just a mom. I'm just trying. Like, give me a break.
I didn't really care. Like,
I know. And your face said it all.
and I was tired as well.
Your face literally said, okay, why are you telling me? That's what your face said. Okay, like, why are you telling me? But apart from that, I also see the strength that I have. I see that in you as well. You embody a lot of the positive side of me, and I really appreciate that. You're a strong girl. You're strong-minded, strong-willed. I won't say that you have my style, though.
Sorry? Yes, I do.
No, because the stuff that I choose, you tell me like, oh,
Yeah,
man,
because,
I don't like that.
you dress like how you old people dress. Me,
Excuse me.
okay, but I'm younger. Like, we have different styles. It's the age, not the style, I think.
Yeah, but okay, I get that, but
What's wrong with my style?
There's nothing wrong with your style. I'm just. What's wrong with my style?
You live in high boots and stuff like that.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
Nevaeh, I can switch it up. I can do classy. I can do cool.
I rarely see you wear trainers.
I'm not really a trainers, babe.
I think one day you should try it out. Nice.
We can agree to disagree. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll choose this one. How have I changed most in the past year?
Last year, you were more stressed. Like, now you're just more free, I think. I can't really explain it.
I can agree with that because last year a lot did happen. So you could say I was under a lot of stress. I can agree that I was always on edge. And sometimes I felt myself being a bit, out of touch with you guys. And I was shouting a lot, wasn't I? But this year I'm more like relaxed. I'm more, I could say that maybe free. So I agree. I'm less stressed this year.
Oh, I hate last year, man.
Did you hate last year?
Yeah, always screaming up the house and everything. Why? Was you like stressed a lot?
Well, for one, I was pregnant.
Oh yeah, you was, wasn't it?
Yeah. The pregnancy was a bit hard on me. And with everything else as well that was happening. So it's the pregnancy and then everything else that's happening behind the scenes. So it was a lot. It was a lot. But I am sorry though. Sometimes as a parent, I don't know if every parent does it, but for me, I have moments where I reflect, mostly when you guys are sleeping or when I've got like alone time. I reflect on the day and how I was and then I think to myself, like, damn, maybe I shouldn't have shouted because of that, or maybe I should have replied in this tone or in this manner instead of the way that I did, which is why I always tell you guys it's okay to apologize. Like, when I'm wrong, I apologize. Yeah, so I'm sorry if I put you guys under the stress that I was going through as well. If it rubbed off on you guys or if it made you feel like you was also a part of my stress, because you shouldn't have to feel that way.
Yeah, okay. What's something you've kept quiet about for too long?
I don't know if you're ready for this answer though, but...
Then don't tell me.
I shouldn't tell you?
No, then don't tell me.
It's not really about you per se though. It's about me. Something that I kept that I didn't share for too long. I mean, that I wasn't happy.
Yeah.
But I think you knew that though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because we had a conversation and you said to me that you knew that I wasn't. So I guess I didn't keep it then. I kept it from my family.
Yeah. I think it was like, you could see last year though. This year more like...
You'd be surprised. A lot of people couldn't see it. A lot of people didn't know.
So why wasn't you happy?
I mean, there's a lot of things to factor in. There's a lot of things that made me unhappy. Nothing to do with you guys, just to clarify. It's more so my personal life. And it's like I always say to you in life, for every action, there's a reaction. And for everything that we do, there's a consequence. So without going into too much detail, the choices that I had made in the past affected my future, if that makes sense. And I think the moment that I was able to be honest with myself about certain things, that's the moment that I became free and less stressed. Like you said, stressed last year. So yeah. Do you understand what I'm saying?
You keep staring.
No, I'm just saying. What do you think is the strongest part of our relationship?
The communication. 'Cause we can talk. I can tell you a lot, or I can tell you something and you understand and try and see it in my point of view instead of just making it about yourself. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I love that for us because not a lot of people are able to have that relationship with their mums or their children. So the fact that we have such an amazing relationship where we can communicate and talk about almost everything. I really love that for us. We have the type of relationship that I wish I had with my mum growing up. And I just pray that it continues to blossom and we continue to remain close as the years go by. And you continue to trust me as your mum and continue to come to me. And I will say to you, even if like you feel scared or you feel like I'm going to react, because I'm your mum, I'm not always going to agree with what you say or what you do. But you're my child at the end of the day. And I will advise you as best as I can and try to help as best as I can. You can always come to me regardless of how you feel I'm going to react, or even if it's something really bad in your eyes, always come to me. I love that we can communicate and talk about everything. Yeah.
Okay.
But
But
nothing.
okay.
That's pulling your leg.
What's something you've seen me overcome that made you respect me more?
You know, I used to worry about you a lot because you were like this sweet little girl growing up and you couldn't hurt a fly. And that's a good thing, don't get me wrong. But people used to take advantage of that in primary school. And I think you know what I'm talking about. So every time you came home upset because of this one particular person, it used to really upset me that you wouldn't stick up for yourself. So as much as I tried to talk to you, like, you know, if she does this, then you do this. If she gives you A, you give her B. If she gives you C, you give her D. But it's just not who you were. So I was really worried that when you start secondary school, how is it going to be? But then I started to see you, you know, voice your opinions. And when you come home and tell me your stories, and I ask you, how did you react? And you told me the reaction. I'm like, okay, we're getting somewhere. So the first time that you told me you stuck up for yourself, that was a proud moment for me. Because
When was that? That was in like the start of year 7, isn't it? Yeah.
I thought to myself, she's going to be okay.
My stories are so crazy
You have
sometimes.
some crazy stories. They're entertaining.
It's
Very
because it's secondary school.
I sit at the door waiting for you, like, what's the tea today?
Do you always used to ask me what happened at school today?
Of course, I have to know.
Always.
I need to know what happened at school.
Because my school's just full of drama. I hate it there.
Was it my turn or your turn?
Yours. You keep choosing red.
You keep choosing green.
No,
so
I did
choose red.
green, yellow, red, and then green again.
What's something you worry about for me?
I think like when something happens with you in your life, like you know what to do about it and you don't really let it affect you that much. I don't think I have anything to worry about.
You say when something goes on in my life, I know what to do. I don't worry about it. I wouldn't necessarily say that's the case. That's what I present to you guys because I don't want you guys to see me when I'm crying or when I'm having a mini breakdown. I try my best to shield you guys from that because I don't want you guys to see me like that. But at the same time, it's okay to show you guys my vulnerable side as well because life isn't perfect. We're not perfect. I have my moments where I'm okay. Today, tomorrow, I'm like a hot mess. But you guys don't see that because I keep you guys from that. So I do have my struggles and I do struggle to deal with things sometimes. I think with me, I just deal with it myself. I deal with it in-house. I don't go to people. Like I don't even go to grandma. Do you know what I mean? When I went to grandma for the first time, she was blindsided. Like what in the world? Do you know? What do you feel hearing that? I cry sometimes. I have moments of breakdown. How do you know that I cry?
Everyone does.
Have you seen me cry?
Yeah.
You've seen me?
Yes.
When we're having a conversation or when you walk in on me? You never walked in on me, I don't think. Have you?
That was like 2 years ago.
2 years?
When we first moved to Peterborough.
Okay. The way you described it, it's like I'm this super mom. I don't, you know, I deal with things, I get on with it. I don't, you know.
I meant it like towards us. Obviously, when you're by yourself, that's when you're like that. But like around me and Jordan, Nevaeh and stuff, that's when you act like stronger, basically.
Did it feel weird to see me like that when you walked in and you saw me? Was it like weird to see your mum like that?
Yeah, a little bit.
Because you're so used to me being this tough, playful mum, always laughing, always joking. Yeah.
How did you feel about like the conversations and stuff?
I felt a little bit vulnerable. As I said, I like to shield you guys from, you know, a lot of things. And some of the things I spoke about today, I don't think I've spoken to you about some of the things, you know, the deeper things. All in all, I enjoyed it because it's almost like a release for me as well. And I like to have these conversations with you. I always say sometimes I forget that you're just a child. When I have conversations, you recall sometimes at home, right? I'll be like, oh, do you know what, Nevaeh? You're just a child. You come back to me in 3 years' time or something.
I know.
Yeah, because you're just so mature and your responses sometimes as well. Like especially when you check me, when you're like, actually, mum.
Because sometimes I don't get you sometimes.
You're like, mum, what are you doing? And then you explain why you think I shouldn't do what I'm doing or why I shouldn't have done it. I'm like, do you know what? You're actually right. Sometimes you advise me better than my friends advise me. And that's crazy to me because you're only 13. You're still a child. But I love that. I love that. You're going to be just fine. And I know that. How did you feel about this conversation as a whole?
I think I got to know like more about how you feel sometimes and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Did anything catch you off guard? Was there anything that I said that was like, oh?
Mm-mm.
No? Okay. So do you think you know me a little bit deeper now?
A little bit, just a little bit. I think some of the stuff like I already knew, so it wasn't really anything to be surprised about.
Yeah. Yeah, because we do have a lot of conversations, even when you're not listening to me.
I always listen to you.
I sit at the edge of your bed talking to you, talking your ears off.
Because you come to me at like 11 at night.
Because I might be sitting and think, oh, I got something to say, and I come to your room.
In the morning. I come to you every morning. Just tell me in the morning.
But in that moment, I need to speak to someone, and you're there, so I just come. Nevaeh,
No, I'm tired, and when I fall asleep, then you wake me up and you're like, "Are you even listening?" Like, no, I'm
But do you
sleeping.
think if I wasn't the type of mum that I am now, you say I'm annoying, I'm always getting on your nerves, and I play too much. If I was the typical African mum, do you think you would like that better?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, but like,
so you appreciate.
When I mean you're annoying and you play too much, like sometimes you don't take anything seriously.
You can't take life too serious.
Like you'll laugh when I'm telling you something important. It's not funny. Or like if I'm telling you something serious, you start laughing. And I'm just looking at you. Even when I told you what happened in school on Friday, you started laughing.
Because I envisioned you. You're telling the story. I'm envisioning what you're telling me. And when you told me you fell, it was it was funny.
It wasn't funny. Well, it's funny now.
All in all, I enjoyed this conversation. And as always, you already know how I feel about you. You're my girl. You're my sis, my baby. And I love you. Just a little bit. I'm joking. Go. I love you loads. Thanks for this conversation as always. Womb opener. Do you know what that means?